Hi everyone, as always a little intro here. On this game I managed to get longest road and largest army. I'm sure it happened before, but this was a interesting video overall, so that's why I decided to share it on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, be sure to check out my other content and join my streams on Fridays and Sundays Central European time. So yeah, enjoy the video. So I'm back for the last game of this evening. Hopefully we can get a win, and I don't think it will be a King of Catan game because they take they take so long, and I'm tired. So we'll do that. I'm sure we'll do that in the future a lot because it was fun. But I want a timer in there next time. Young Kill, what's up? You say, or what's up? I guess I'm not sure. Cool to see something new in the stream. Welcome, and hopefully you will enjoy it. So let's get into that last game. Hopefully get a win in and improve our elo a bit. So it's a regular game. We haven't played a Harbor Master since the update. We are second, last placement again. We had that a lot this evening. Let's analyze this board. Um, it's a pretty balanced board. It's a bit low on brick, and the one brick, the good brick that there is, it's boarded. It's adjacent to the desert. So that says to me that it will probably be a largest army game and development card game, a tall game for the most players. Um, what settlement would I like? I guess I would like this one since this or this doesn't really matter. You have the best, you have decent brick, not the best, but you have decent brick. You have ore, you have wheat, you have that wheat harbor nearby. And all you need if you get this one is some wool, and you could play a tall game. But this one is the best one. how couldn't I see this before? This is the best one. It also gets you close to that brick. So I'm sure this will be taken by someone, and it will be hard to beat this player on the largest army front. It is very high on lumber, and the lumber harbor is there, so that kind of sucks. Ooh, but the red player, it seems that he really values his roads, I guess. He does take that spot. I think that's, yeah, I would value this spot for sure the most. I think this is the most valuable spot in the on the board, even though it doesn't have this. Ooh, so hopefully the green player doesn't see that this is a really replacement, right? I guess these players really value their lumber or something like that. This is a nice spot in general, but I'm happy with these two placements. So I'm expecting this to be taken. In that case, we can take this and this. So we get every resource that we need. We are close to a 3-1 harbor. This is a very decent spot overall. Um, if these two would still be open, I'm very tempted to take them, but it's a completely double numbered game. But no, green does see this spot. I think this should have been chosen first, but well, they didn't. It also gets you close to that brick, that really valuable brick on this game, and yeah, he goes for that. So in that case, we'll go for this one, and we'll go for this one. I don't think I will be competing for that wheat harbor. Um, I'm not Won't this still be open? Let's check here. So blue still needs brick and wheat. So we probably will go for that one. Red already has ore, so he needs he needs sheep. So in this situation, I do go for this one first. Yep. Since we are going to play tall probably in this game, we can go for a settlement there anyway. So in that case, I think normally I always aim my road towards the border, but in this case, I think there's at least a decent chance that this will still be open because I think red needs wool. Red needs wool and wheat, and the blue player needs needs wheat and brick. So I'm hoping that red takes this one and blue takes that one, and this will still be open for me. But I'm not sure what the green player does. Let's just go for a gamble here. As I said, if everything fails, we do have that. I could go for this one. I don't think I can beat the red player here. He has too good of a brick lumber income. I don't feel like taking that risk, and we have a 3-1 harbor here anyway, so I think I can take the risk here. And we can also always go for that one for a quick victory point if we want to, for a settlement and a victory point. So yeah, I chose these two. I think it was the best I could do. And our first objective will be that 3-1 harbor, so we get some more flexibility. Well, if this is open, this will be our first objective. But we'll see. We have to see what happens. Green could double down on it. Green could mess up our plans pretty much. And he does. Yep. So green goes for a really, really tall game, but he is dependent on that 5 ore. So if we can get a early night in, that could happen. If we can get an early night, early development card, and we are able to block his ore, he will have a rough game because he will get a lot of wheat, a lot of wool. Well, not a lot of wool, but at least a lot of wheat. But he needs ore for it. Getting a lot of wheat without, brick and lumber, obviously you cannot build settlements. And getting a lot of wheat without ore, you cannot upgrade to cities. You cannot buy development cards. So that would be nice if that works. So we're hoping for a quick 9, a quick 10, a quick 5. Or a 9 and a 5, or a 10 and a 5. That would be very nice. So we can get that road in very quickly, and we can get a development card and get a knight, so we can block his 5 ore, because the green player is very dependent on him, and we are a bit in betweener here. It's not a very tall setup. It's not a very wide setup. So if I say it's a tall setup, with a tall setup, I mean you go up in the air, you go for cities, and you go for developments. If you go for a wide strategy, you go for roads and settlements. Ooh, the blue player does take this one. Let me see. So yeah, I guess that kind of works. His wheat is a bit too low for my liking. I don't understand why he's not going for that brick harbor. You know, that would give him more flexibility. Maybe he's trying to compete with green for that spot, but it's not that good of a spot. But yeah, I was hoping that the green player went for this one, for example. Or I'm not sure actually. I guess I could have seen coming that he went for this one, but nothing really, nothing has. It's not the end of the world. We can still win this game. First objective will definitely be that 5. Okay, so I'm not very good at uh, expecting where the other players will go. This is still open. This is still open. This is interesting. Yeah. Well, I wasn't expecting this to be open. Red gets early 7. That's always very nice. Hopefully he places it there. That would be very, very nice. That we don't per se have to build by that night. You could also go for a brick, since brick is so low in this game. But if you want brick, you would steal it from blue here. You have a 50% chance on blue. Ooh, he does go for our wheat. That is a good block. It's the highest wheat on the board. I'm dependent on this wheat. It's my only wheat income. So there goes another 7 immediately. Um, so yeah, our ore got stolen. It's not that big of a deal. We still can work with it. If my brick gets stolen, that would be worse, because we have very bad brick income, and we want to get to that 3-1 harbor, so we have a bit of flexibility. Once we get a city, I think we have to place it there first, so we can snowball a bit, You usually want to build a city on a. Don't do it again. Okay, cool. You usually want to build a city on a settlement where you can build more cities. So you want to build a city on ore and on wheat, so you can, you know, fastly build a lot more cities in a fast manner. So we're looking for a 5. That would be nice. We don't have an opportunity to get that early development card. That sucks, but it's just the way it is. And we're probably seeing early city from green, but again, if this is blocked, he has a problem. We don't have any wheat, so that's not possible. So we roll at 3. That doesn't help us. We could check if somebody is looking for wheat. We have good wheat income, so we can afford to lose this. I would do it for a lumber and for a ore maybe, but let's just see if somebody wants to trade for it. Then we know. If not, we'll just pass the turn and we still can, you know? We'll just wait for a 5. We get a wool here, but we don't have access to ore. So yeah, hopefully we hit something else this round. Ooh, that sucks. I'm pretty certain that green has a city right now because this was his second settlement. He got 2 wheat, 1 ore. Now he got 2 extra ore, so that does give him a settlement. So I would say we're hoping for a lumber, but I guess not. Yeah, well, I guess it's nice, but yeah. And this settlement, I don't understand how they could have given this to the third player, third settlement. We get another 7, and I still think I'm placing it here since the green player doesn't have any development cards, and I think he's just so dependent on that one number. I think I have to do that. And we'll go for that 3-1 harbor as soon as possible. We do not have balanced income of lumber and brick. Normally if you have lumber and you have brick, you want it to be balanced. So we have a 11 income or a 2 income of brick and a 4 or a 5, whatever how you want to call it, 4 pips, 2 pips, or 11 or 5 income. You know, they don't match up. You want that to be in balance normally. I believe we already had 4 sevens. Yeah, there we go, 4 sevens already. um, 5 sevens already. 7 is the most rolled number in the game, obviously. um, so yeah, it's not that weird that this happens. I've seen that happening before. Hopefully the other players do see the value of that 5. So I don't think, of course, for red this sucks, but red has that harbor, so that gives him flexibility. So he's not very dependent on just one number. Um, so you want to block someone that's really dependent on just one tile. And obviously green has a better income of wheat there. So sometimes maybe you think, okay, this is a high number, it has a city, it has a settlement, but that doesn't say a thing. You have to see the value of certain resources on a board. So since there have been rolled so many 7s, hopefully, uh, oh damn, since so many 7s have been rolled, hopefully no 7 will be rolled after this one. We do hit our 11 here, so we need one more 5. That would be really nice, and we get that settlement up, and would be pretty fast, pretty decent for settlement time. So we have hmm, I'm really tempted to take this. Can I also get some ore? Since red is the one asking, don't think there is any ore, that he has any ore, but since he's the one asking, always ask something extra. At least that's my philosophy. He's the one that wants to get something, so I'll ask something extra from him. And if we gave away that wound there, our range on getting that settlement would have lowered, because all we needed then was a 5. If we gave away that wool, we also needed a 9 and a 10. We have good wool income. and we have very bad brick income. So if you look at it like that, that would have been a good trade for me, but it lowered my range on actually getting what I needed. Oh man, they see my break there. That one really hurt because I'm not expecting another 11 very soon. So that kind of sucks, but well, yeah, that's just the way it is. There goes another 7. So yeah, I guess our wheat is open again, but our brick got stolen. But Bob, you said, "Oh man, I thought you were still on break just to find out my stream was frozen." Well, yeah, that sucks. My stream is at least it looks good on my side at this point. We had some problems twice this evening regarding our stream quality. It would freeze, but for me now it's showing uh, that the quality is good. Twitch is saying to me, "Yo, your stream is has a good quality right now." So we do get a 5, but again, that's such a good number for green. He needs a 6, and then he gets, or yeah, he needs a 9, and he gets another city. And our break got stolen, so that really sucked. Let's see if we can get it back, maybe. Don't really think so, but let's see. I'm sure, I never assume that somebody doesn't want to trade, but in this case, I'm certain that green didn't have any brick. So we'll do a wildcard trades. Yeah, he could have. I guess he could have stolen something. He did steal from red. Maybe quite a lot of threes have been rolled. So yeah, he does. Ooh. So never assume, I was saying, and we did assume too soon. I'm not sure. So this will probably give him a city for next round, but I think he could have waited for that. I think that a brick was more valuable than a wheat in his case. Because at some point he will get 2 cities, and then usually you need 4 settlements if you want to win a game. If you don't have 4 settlements, it's really hard to win a game. And now, yeah, good job. We're blocking his ore. We can see the value in that ore, and that's why I think he should have prioritized early night. Because if he has a knight to defend that, yeah, I cannot do anything. I don't. If he has a knight to defend that tile, I'm less likely to place it on there actually, because I'm thinking, okay, I can place it on there, but he will just use a knight. I'm at risk of getting it back, and I would have kind of wasted my knight. So it's always good to have a knight in your hand, so you can scare off people pretty much, and if they do place it on you, you have a way to defend your province. We get another 11 there. I think our next objective could be this one, since it's such a low breakboard. Maybe we have a chance. Maybe it would get us. It would get our brick lumber balance a bit better, make it a bit better, and we could go for a longest road. So yeah, green goes for a second city, but now he needs to get roads up. So we get a 7 there. I liked it being there, but that's okay. I would like to get red's lumber there. Does somebody else have lumber? Let me check here. I don't think so. What else does red have? Brick. He did steal once, so we'll go for red here. Hmm. Okay, that's okay. Oh, and we do get his lumber. So do we show? I think we show our hand here. We show what we want to do here, but I didn't want to keep that brick and lumber in my hand because we saw earlier on what can happen? They steal your brick and you don't have anything. So it's always better to get your resources on the board instead of getting them. Get your resources on the board instead of them being stolen from you, pretty much. Yeah. So, but now the other players do see what I'm trying to do, so they could go for a steal if they want to. And it did appear that red, some people get emotional or something from it. But now he's happy again, it seems. But I've seen some people really becoming really mad if you just steal something from them or something like that. So yeah, that's something you have to take into account. So no development cards at all so far. It's a decent balanced board, so you would expect you would expect more knights than roads actually on this board because it's a pretty low brick board. So blue did two successful trades in a row with the same player, yeah, with the green player. For wheat, for a lumber, and yeah, he goes for eventually. Okay, so maybe that was his plan. I guess that works. Awesome. The trade offer is on the right now. Your stream overlay kind of blocks that now. You might want to free up the spot. I've heard that before, so okay, let me keep an eye out on that. Oh yeah, yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah, I have to change also the game log. You guys cannot see the game log because my special development card counter and my chat is in front of that. So yeah, I have, and also my historic characters. Obviously, they don't work anymore, so I have some work to do. I'll see if I can do it tomorrow. I do have I am a bit busy tomorrow, but maybe I can find some time for it. Again, I really want to block this 5 because he's just so dependent on it, and in some future I might want to go for largest army. And I think this is just too big of a weakness not to take advantage of, pretty much. Because now he gets a lot of wheat, maybe gets some wool, but he cannot do anything with it. Since he already has 2 cities, I guess keeping this open, he cannot do anything with it. But it does give him 4 resources. So he does have 4 wheat right now. But yeah, you cannot do a lot with it. And again, we are looking for a 5. If we get a 5, we get that settlement, that road and settlement. So that would be really nice. Yeah, I got Green's break. That really, really hurt. Yeah. He saved up for that so long. I didn't check that actually, but he must have. Maybe he stole it, but he can give away 4 wheat. Yeah, so now he gives away 4 wheat for a lumber again. And that's that's the difficult part about playing tall. That's why getting early development cards is also very nice because you can get a road building, you can get a Years of Plenty card. And that will help you getting those 2 roads because you need. And the way he aimed his roads, I think that was a mistake because definitely if you're playing tall, you have to value your roads, and this road is pretty much wasted. But I think he was aiming for that settlement, so he didn't see that blue one coming, and I do understand that. We roll another 7. I would like a lumber here. So we'll go for the blue player. I believe we have a 50% chance. What's the best spot to block him? I believe it's this. He does have a secondary lumber supply, but it's so low. We could go for his only wheat supply, but here in the early game, I think lumber is also very valuable. So we'll go for that. We did get this lumber. Maybe he had more lumber than 2, but we knew it was at least a 50% chance that we got that. So again, we're looking for a 5. So it doesn't really matter. If we hit that 5, we would have gotten 2 lumber anyway. But again, now we have it on the board and it cannot be stolen from us. Once we have this settlement, we have good setup to get longest road eventually. I could also I could remove that stream overlay, I believe, so you guys can check it out a bit better. But I don't want to do it at midstream. I don't have a hotkey for it. So red rolls another 7. Let me see, 14-7. So these are the games we are looking for, right? This is good. 14 sevens. Three threes, and that's the most compared. Three threes, 3 11s. So we got pretty lucky with those 11s. And we get a 4, so we get some ore. That's nice. We get another ore. A 5 would be very nice. Oh, damn, this was a good round. We get the 5. So before we build, let's first see if somebody is looking for lumber. Maybe we can get some ore for it, since there is, Red has some ore. He wants to give brick. I'm not really looking for brick. Do you want to give ore as well? Probably he's also going for a city right now, because he has 2 ore in his hands, and he's thinking, oh, I'm close to a city. But he does accept this. And okay, I'm okay with this. So we got our 3 ore. We need 2 more wheat, and we can get our city up. Yeah, you can actually see what people steal now, and that's new. Yeah, that's new, and I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. So they fixed the victory point card bug, but they created this new bug. Ooh, so that was a good move from Red. Red rolled another 7, so that was a pretty damn good move from Red. He first traded that ore with us. Traded. He got wheat himself. He traded 1 ore. Then he rolled a 7. That was luck, obviously, and he got another ore. But we get another ore here, so that's cool. Our wheat income is blocked. I guess that 11 still gives us some wheat income. But yeah, what I was saying, they removed the victory point card glitch, but now you can see what somebody else steals, and that's not how it's supposed to work. So we do get that 6, but it's blocked. That sucks. Let's do a wildcard trade for the wool here to check if maybe somebody needs something. Never assume for other players. Yeah, not for ore, red, maybe for wheat. No, not for wheat. I do believe a 9 has been rolled. We get another 6, so that would have gotten us that city, so that was a good block from red. Nope. I think an 11 would get us would give us that city. I think somebody's willing to trade brick for wheat, and we do get that 11. Um, yeah, I think in this situation we hopefully can trade with red, because red has, you wouldn't expect it. I'm not sure why red only has built 1 city, but he doesn't really have setup for cities. I guess kinda, but he's more set up for roads. You would think so, at least. And we do get a 3 here. So yeah, this settlement is nice. Our brick lumber balance is better right now. And hope, yeah, I'm pretty certain we could get longest road, although blue also has the setup for it. But not a lot of 6, not a lot of E8. So it's technically, it kind of looks like a pyramid, just a very weird pyramid. But yeah, you would expect this to be, roughly a pyramid. So I still have to get used to hearing when I have to play. So there is a lot of brick in the game, but the blue player also has a lot of wheat. So blue, let's do this. I think it's reasonable. We also have that 3-to-1 harbor, but preferably I don't do that. So yeah, that makes sense that blue wants to do it. He has a lot of wheat, I have a lot of brick, and that makes us both happy. And I think I have to place it here to improve my city building capabilities. Um, So now we don't need to hit like all those four. We did hit a lot of fours in a few rounds, so that was lucky. But now we don't hit. We don't need to hit so much to win the game or to get another city. I mean, I think fastest way to win the game right now is probably going for a largest army since nobody has bought development cards so far. Go for largest army and go for longest road, and see if we can get a victory point card when we are going for largest army. Road, you say, yeah, but I don't want to get the longest road too soon. Because that will get a target on my back. So now they might think, okay, Gray's a bit ahead of us. But if I take longest road as well, they will just think, okay, we really have to mess with Gray. So we would like a 4, and I guess we still would like a 7 as long as we are not over 7. And I think our main competitor is probably the blue player. But again, he has low wheat. I think too low wheat. This this harbor could make up for him, but we could go for this one actually. That's a harbor that would really help us, and it would get us 3 ore with just 1 4, and it's always good to have a city and a settlement on the ore tile, so you get 3 ore with just 1 good roll. Ooh, and I would have maybe should have taken that trade. Still have to get a bit used to that trading screen. Green builds another road because he doesn't want this to be stolen from, I guess. It would be nice if he builds a road there, so then he blocks the blue player. We would like an 11, a 5, an 11 would be amazing. Probably a 7. No, we get a 2. So I think since we have 9 cards, we are again showing. You need some development cards first, you say. Yeah, but it's really expensive. I cannot get a development card right now. So I need to hit some of that wheat, some of that ore before I go for development cards. Do I keep all this wool? A 5 would get me up to 7, a 9 would get me up to 7, 11 would get me up to 8. I'll get some ore for it. I like to have 1 ore in my hand because uh, if I hit a 4, I was hoping for a 7 here. If I don't get stolen from here, that could very well be possible because red probably doesn't like this. But we are pretty connected, red and I. This one is open and this one. But I wanted that ore because if I hit a 4 right now, I end up with 3 ore, and if I also hit a 6, I get a city. I didn't really want to get a wound, please. Oh no, he gets my ore. So that kind of sucks. The other argument you could make is to keep that wound because if somebody steals from you, they're likely to steal your wound and not your valuable resource. But you know that's all what if. I'm afraid it will be placed back there. So in that case, that was a bad round for us. Maybe this gets blocked. Oh, my 11. So we do have a target on our back anyway, it seems. That's okay. You know, if you want to mess with me, I think this would have been better. I have another income of brick. It's the same chance of being rolled. This is my only wheat income. But whatever the other player wants to do. So I'm sure Red is looking like at this and is thinking, no, 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 don't do it, don't do it. But I want to. I think this is a settlement that really could help me. So I would like, what do I like here? Just something, doesn't really matter. A 9 wouldn't be nice. So we get a 4. I guess we're raiding here. We're hoping for a 6, then we can buy 2 development cards. That's an 8. Ooh, red does have a lot of cards, so he could steal it from us. That would feel bad, but we knew what we were getting into. Red doesn't have any income of wool. But he does have that lumber harbor. And he just got quite a bit of it. But apparently he still needs one more trades to happen before he can build a road and a settlement. I'm sure he will go for this one. I think he has a lot of wheat as well, because a lot of 9 has been rolled. Yeah, 2 9s in the last 1.5 round, pretty much. So I'm not sure. You would expect. So he has 4 wheat. He goes for 1 brick, 1 roads. Does he have his? Oh, he doesn't have the settlement, but it's getting close. So that 3 helps us. But it also helped red, because red got another brick. Ooh, and a 7. So do I still have that target on my back? I did block green a lot in the early game, so hopefully he didn't take it personally. If this would get blocked, that would suck, because I need some lumber to make it to win this race. So let me know. Okay, he blocks our. Don't steal my brick. Okay, and he stole from red, so that's very good for us. That helps us, and we get an 11. So if somebody is willing to trade some lumber with me, I'll give a lot for it, and they could recognize it. If somebody is in a race, always ask a lot, because they're desperate. Okay, I'll show how desperate. This is pretty desperate, right? But I'm showing them. I want to give a lot, so is somebody open for this? I'm not sure if somebody still actually has lumber. Blue must still have some lumber, right? So green, are you actually thinking, or you don't want to do it? If nobody wants to do anything, I'll go for a development card. I kind of have to. I'm not passing my turn with 9 cards. And since the red player did get stolen from, I'm hoping that he isn't able to build that settlement either. But now we do need an extra wheat. So yeah, a 7 roll is rolled. So I'm happy I bought a development card, but I'm sure red will steal from me. Yep. Okay, he steals my ore. That's good for me. It's of no usage to him. You can see how desperate people can get. Just if you are in a race, people can get really desperate. And he still can give 1 more. No, he offered 3. Yep, and somebody took it. Yeah, I expected, and we lost that. That's okay. We tried and we lost. We took a gamble and we lost. I could have offered even more that last round, but Get a brick or a wool and use your 3-to-1 harbor for the lumber. No, I cannot see. Ooh, but it was correct. I didn't look enough to the 3-to-1 harbor. I could have tried that. Maybe just nobody at lumber. So that was definitely a mistake for me, Bob. I should have paid more attention to that. Yeah, I could have offered like 2 brick for 1 wool, for example. On this board, I think somebody would take that. That definitely was a mistake for me. But well, yeah, not much we can do about it right now. Yeah, we're in competition with blue for longest road. For our largest army, nobody is making a move. We are not blocked, so we will not use that knight. So ooh, 8 is a bad number for us. We are pretty 27s already. It's an interesting game. Yeah, Bob, that was a big mistake for me. That was way easier, and probably somebody would have done that. I could have even also offered a ore, I believe. A 12. Whoa, we were looking for a 12 earlier today, but we didn't get it. This is only also the first 12 of the game. Normally you get 1, maybe 2 12s in a game. But normally you don't get 21 7s in a game. But well, yeah. It's a pretty slow game so far. It's really, really close, but it's slow. There's not like one player that is obviously winning very hard. I do think this is, red does have good setup right now. So we get more sheep there, more wool. Does somebody wants to give me some wheat or some ore so I can get another development card? That would be nice. If not, I will probably steal something or try to steal something from red. So now I think I have a 66% chance to steal wheat or ore from red, at least. So yeah, we'll do it like that. And we go for another development card. Oh, we get a road building. That's interesting. Let's get it on the board. There we go. Bob, you had a game. So you had 2 ore at the time. I had a game one day with just 2-7 in 43 rolls. I don't think I've seen that happening ever happening. But if you play enough games, it will happen. It will happen. Sneaky longest road incoming. Yeah, but I want a sneaky longest road just to get up to 10 points normally. So we'll keep collecting for that largest army, so we get up to 7. And then we upgrade 1 more city, and then we'll get a longest road, something like that. We wasted those 2 roads. Yeah, not entirely, I guess. We can still connect like this, and then we can use those 2 roads. But I think I made a big mistake there. I could have traded. Probably I could have traded with at least 1 player. I could have offered so much. So what do I do here now? Oh, we don't do anything. We give away cards. Um, I'll do. Mm, I'll do this. I don't want them to take away. If I only kept 1 wound, I don't want them to take that away because I want to buy more development cards. That or port to block red. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. It only cost me one road, one settlement. That gets me up to 6, and if I then get largest army and longest road, I would win the game. But I think going for development cards first makes sense, because if I get a victory point card, I don't have to upgrade anything. Then I'll just go for largest army and for longest road. So it doesn't really make sense to go for more victory points from buildings. I think I have to focus on development cards right now. If my 4 is blocked, that's not easy, but it still can be done. Obviously, oh, a brick gets stolen there. I guess we did that before as well. We stole his brick at some point, so yeah. I guess he's going for more wheat. And another 12, so that's 3 12s or 2 12s. 2 12s, 2 2s. So that's quite a few. Not a lot we can do there. I guess we could have offered some wool. Maybe Red was interested. We get our wheat here. So now this 4 really hurts us. Because I would love to buy 2 development cards. We can at least buy 1 right now. And the game is moving on a bit quicker, finally. And we get another 6, we go over 7 again, so we will probably roll a 7. That's at least what usually happens. I think red is your biggest opponent at the moment. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. For longest road, the blue player is my biggest opponent. But just for the game in general, red is. Yep. I don't like that I cannot see properly what the other players are doing. 7. 11. Okay. So first of all, let's not trade with the bank before trying to trade with the player. I guess this made sense to me. Okay, we get another knight, and I guess we'll trade that wheat we have with an ore as well, since our ore is blocked. And I'm not building that road. I want to sneak it a bit. It would be nice to have a spot that I can build a quick settlement, and I think this is least suspicious. So but it would be nice if I don't hit a victory point and I get up to 3. I get up to largest army, and I still need to get a victory point from somewhere. I can just build a settlement there. Red goes up to 7, but he still has a long way to go for largest army. We hit a 10, so we do have another development card in our hand. And hopefully it will be a knight. A victory point would be nice as well. But hopefully it will be a knight. A 5 would be very nice as well, because then we can get that settlement. So if we get a 5, no, that will be close, but not close enough. I was thinking if we had a 5, we can get a settlement and a development card, but we do not have enough room for that. Get another rule, you can get 2 development cards. Maybe I think that was previous rounds. I know there's a kind of a delay in the stream. I cannot make it any shorter, so this is the shortest delay that there is in the stream. So when I see what you type in chat, I'm a bit ahead of time, pretty much. I'm in the future. Ooh, not sure what green is thinking there. Does he find it out right now? Maybe he wants to also go for a sneaky longest road. That very much could be. So we roll. Oh, I should have used my knight before here. I guess I'm happy with it since we roll a 7 right now. Since red has that, red doesn't have any cards. What would I like here? I would like some wound, I guess. Wound or ore would be nice as well. We'll steal from green, and we do get wool. So now first we get another development card and see what it is. So we do have the knights that we need. So now we need to get another development card somehow, or another how do you say it? Another victory point. So we need lumber for that. Can we do a wildcard trade? I don't think anyone has any lumber. Maybe the blue player still? Or was the blue player that... Yeah, he traded 4 lumber for a 2 lumber. Nah, I don't think anyone still had lumber. And our top... Oh! But we had to use our knight there. Oh, that was a mistake again. We should have used our knight there, so... Because we need 3 rounds to use all of these. And we need all of them to get those resources. So we should have at least used that knight there. Still have to get used to this timer. Damn. Well, mistakes were made. That's just the way it is. At least the game is moving a bit quicker right now. And there goes another 7. Maybe somebody gets some lumber this round and we can steal it and we can get that settlement up. Don't steal one of these. Okay, so red has this target on his back. Give me a 6 or an 8. A 6, that's fine. I have a good shot at stealing from blue here. I will not use my knight before rolling because I go over 7. If I use my knight and then I roll a 7, I have to give away half of my cards. So normally you want to use a knight before you roll if you are blocked, but not if you have 7 cards. So what else did the blue player get this round? Boom. So green, are you gonna do something? He's offering wheat for brick here. I guess I will take that because I would be able to get that settlement even if I don't steal lumber. I still will be able to get that settlement up. But it could also be that he goes for a longest road here. He doesn't do anything. So again, we will roll first before we use our knight. Now we must use our knight. We'll go for a steal for blue. And I guess, can I mess blue and red are not connected. Since blue has that brick harbor, I'll go for that one. And we do steal his lumber, so that's good. Maybe we can win next round if we can. Yeah, so let's do this. So we have that extra road. I don't want to get a target on my back, but if we win, if nobody takes longest road this round, we can win it. We can build one more road, get longest, use that knight, and get a blitzkrieg win there. Get 4 victory points at once. Ooh, that's a good roll for red, but I think it's too late. Green is the only one that still could mess up our plan. Green could build one road, and he was asking for brick earlier on. So green could still mess us up. Mess our win up. I think eventually we will get it anyway, because then we will just use our road building, build one more road, steal longest road from green, and then all we have to do that round after is to use that knight, and I don't see anyone else finishing in the meantime. But yeah, it does seem that green is going for a road. Maybe he's going for this one, that would be nice, but he could get longest road here. He would get 6 roads. So we would have to use that road and road building, and we go up to 7. I guess theoretically somebody else could steal it then again. So yeah, he does steal it. So we have to do that. We were close, but I still think overall we have a very good shot at winning this game. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, you're done. I guess I cannot say anything. I also missed the game there. Missed the timer there, and I messed up some pretty bad. I made some pretty bad plays this game. So we roll at 3, so we get some more brick. That's nice. And again, oh, so we have way more road. Yeah, so I think it's GG anyway. We can use road building right now. We gotta go up to 9, so I don't see anyone stealing that. They need to build 4 roads, and I guess technically maybe red could finish, but they have to finish. All I have to do next round is use my knight and win the game. So red does roll another 8, and again those 8s are very good for him, but I don't see it happening. I guess roads, settlements gets him up to 8, and then 2 cities. No, we can only build one more city. So yeah, no, yeah, it's not happening. So I'm pretty sure it's GG. Yeah, I know. I need 2 turns for using both defense. That's why I should have used that knight beforehand. Then I would have been finished right now. But in the end, didn't matter. But I definitely could have played better this game. So yeah, he does get up to 9. So all that 8 really helped him. I definitely could have played better this game. In the end, it didn't really matter. It didn't matter. We won the game. And it's not with a really unreasonable graph, right? Maybe, you would expect some more 6, some more 8. We got pretty lucky with the 11, I must say. That did help us, because we didn't have very good brick supply, but we were still able to build all those roads. So I guess, yeah, that really helped us. But well, yeah, it's GG. GG, well played. We had a pretty good evening overall. It was better than last week's, I'll say that.